Hey everybody, welcome back to DayZ and Billy Mac's DayZ Adventure. Today I'm going to show you how to configure the rag base items mod. I've had a lot of fun doing my videos on showing everybody the different items, but for server owners there's some configuration things that I thought you should know. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through what I know. I don't claim to be an expert, but you go into your DayZ launcher and then click on mods, and then under rag base items, click the three dots and then click open folder in Windows Explorer. And this window will pop up and you'll have to click I understand, and then you'll see this, and I'll get this as big as I can on the screen for you. When you double click in here, there's an extras folder, and then there are three files. One is random presets, and I use Notepad++, and so this is some configurations about the sewing needles, but you basically copy this into your random presets file. And then spawnable types. There's some more attachments presets to put in there. And then last but not least is the types file. I didn't go through this with a fine-tooth comb, but basically he's got it set up pretty nice. Most things, the vast majority of things, will only spawn in one item, maybe two, and then the only items that have like 10 items are the spray cans of paint, the cat ears, and the Christmas lanterns, which are the cat ears and the spray cans do 10, the Xmas lanterns do 12. And so most of the items hit and count and map. There are a couple of items I'll scroll through that he's got commented out. One of the sleeping bags he's got commented out, and he says right here, you can use this one as well, but it has my server logo on it. So that is that. And then there was one other item. Let me get down here. It's in the comments. Rag base item sewing needle. Don't let the needle spawn as nobody would find it. Let them spawn on the cushion through the spawnable types. That was a comment I didn't see before. The coffee cup gets crafted, therefore there's no spawning needed. This mod is excellent, and the way that he has set this up. There were a couple of items that were glitchy, but you can't. This is DayZ. It's an old game. You can't expect it to be perfect. But so here's the Christmas, another Christmas comment, start items. I'm trying to remember what that other last items were. Check if you have this one already. And then okay, I guess that is it. So that is it for the types file. The next thing to look at would be in your config folder for your server. So I'm going to open up my local DayZ server that I use for testing. And normally the file is called config. Sometimes it's called profiles. I have a lot of different configs I run, so I've got quite a few config files. But anyway, click into that config folder, and then you'll click on rag core, click on configs, click on rag base items, and I'll show you. If you open this up, it's a JSON file, and there's some really neat stuff. Some of this is pretty standard, and some of it I plain don't know, but there are some basic options. Disable damage would be really interesting to know what that does. Enable the weapon cleaner sound, so if you don't like the weapon cleaner sound, you can change it. Enable the trash can sound. Enable car lift notifications. If the car lift can repair all attachments. Enable the craft a deco pumpkin, coffee cup, plastic sheets and metal sheets. Those are the small sheets that you use for the workbench. Enable craft vintage TV, no legs. Enable damage to the car lift notebook. Enable clear trash can after server restart. And this is all their ones or zero. Oh, there's an option up here. Table saw max gain wooden planks. So it defaults to 10. Enable mine Christmas tree. So that is my understanding is that enables you to have an option to cut down a Christmas tree. Enable Christmas tree gifts, and then enable the minimum gift amount, enable the maximum gift amount. Then the Xmas stockings, you can configure the minimum and maximum for those. Then, and this is very important, you get to set your Christmas day. I'm doing this video on February 6th of 2026. So I've got my server set to that. And that's the day that it will be Christmas. And your Christmas tree would spawn gifts. You can even determine what gifts come in under the tree. He's got just a few, but you can customize it. Xmas stocking gifts. So you'll see here, I changed this to M4A1, and you want to be careful because yes, it will fit, but the Christmas stocking, my Christmas stocking minimums are 4, my maximum is 8. So it randomly picks from this list, and you get, I got 3 M4s on one try. And then Xmas calendar gifts, that's the Advent calendar. You will see that, he's got some basics. I added one, I added the M4A1 because I wanted to see if it would spawn. So when you walk up to that Christmas gift, it will go ahead and possibly give you whatever you put in here. Then he's got some options for workbench crafting. If you don't want to craft some of the things on the workbench, you can disable them. So if you don't want wall pictures, or if you don't want a barrel furnace, you don't have to have those options. Plants, you can craft a grindstone or not. So that is the config folder, which is located in the config folder of your server. And that is all I wanted to show you. I hope you found it helpful. Please give me a like and a subscribe because it really helps me out.